Hey guys, this is Eric Miller. I'm at M&M 2022 in Portland, Oregon. I'm here with Josh from 3D Micromac, and he wants to tell us about what it is that you guys even do. So take it away, Josh.
So yeah, we design and build laser micromachining systems. So for this specific industry here at M&M, we design and build a laser-based sample preparation tool. So normally where you would process the sample with a FIB system, and it would take hours or maybe days, you now have the option to add a separate laser workstation to do the bulk machining, to get down to maybe the last, depending on your application, down to the last couple of microns, and then transfer it to the FIB for sort of the final polishing and any cleanup that might need to be done. And so where it might take hours and days with the FIB, can now in some cases be done in under an hour.
So using the laser, you can do a lot of bulk removal very quickly. What sort of XY resolution can you get with the system?
Oh, as far as you mean like stage accuracy?
Well, yeah, like how small of a feature can you mill out using this system?
So for some applications like the TEM lamella, we can remove the bulk material and start with the trenches, and then we can rotate the stage to do the undercut. So makes it easier to lift out, and then where you want to thin it, we can get down to maybe a couple micrometers of material remaining, and then pull it out and transfer it into the FIB, and off it goes with the final polishing.
Okay. Is there any other sort of like sample prep stuff that this might do?
One area of interest that we've seen at the show so far this year is APT application, so for atom probes, right? So I think many people are interested in that, just in the fact that you have to remove so much material and leave the pillars, right? So I think where we come in handy is you can do that very quickly. It takes maybe up to an hour with the laser, possibly, but then the FIB has final maybe 10 minutes of the final polish and getting it down, getting the sidewalls nice and smooth and getting it down to the exact dimensions that they want. So so for the APT application, we would come in. So we have a 3-watt pico green laser. So we would come in, a lot of power, remove bulk material, right, and then we would go to maybe more, in general sense, medium power, and start kind of thinning out the material a little bit, doing more fine material removal versus blasting it, and then we would go to very low power where we're starting to shape the pillars and to the appropriate size that the customer wants.
Tell me about delayering. I know that's a big question that people are always asking. I want to delayer my whatever device. How do you do it? Can you do it?
So we can do it. We've had a few people that have come up asking about delayering so they can get down to the die level and start looking at the chips, especially for like SSD cards and things like that. But yes, we can certainly do it. I'm not as familiar with that application, but yes, we can do it.
So aside from just basic sample preparation, which is always fantastic, what else? I mean, can it do anything else?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a laser micromachining tool, right? So it's got an XY theta stage for part positioning. It has a galvo scanner to direct the beam where you want it to go to do the processing. We have a high resolution inspection camera and a low resolution inspection camera, so to view the part before, during, and after the processing to give you sort of very high quality image resolution. And so at the end of the day, yeah, it's a general purpose laser tool. So you can basically do, depending on your application and the material you have, drilling holes, doing dicing or cutting, laser ablation, very fine, selective material removal. So there's the possibilities around this. At the end of the day, it's whatever the customer wants to do.
So basically, any sort of like micro machining application.
We're now starting to put this micro prep Pro, or this laser-based sample preparation idea, into some of our other product lines as well. So to offer the customer more flexibility in the laser choice, because right now with the size of the tool, kind of drives the type of lasers that we can have in there. So, right, if we can put this on other tools, it gives the customer more flexibility and choice in the laser, larger substrates as things start to get bigger. We can go up to 12-inch type substrates or larger. Dual beam paths. So it just gives a lot more flexibility to the user to do what they want.
So do you know what sort of removal rate your instrument has, like on silicon, for example? Yeah. Like how much silicon can be removed per hour?
So I believe,
or whatever.
Yeah. I hear you. So the demo we've been running in the booth at the conference here, we're basically just machining silicon, just to give an idea of what's possible. And yeah, we're basically doing removing layer by layer the material, right? So I think it depends on the power you have. It depends on the power you're using. Depends on how much material and the removal rate. But I would say typically around what's the material? 4 to 5 micrometers per pass. So we were talking, it's a second or two per pass, depending on your area or depending on the size of the area you're removing. Mm-hmm. So you may, if you do 100 passes, you're going to remove 100 micrometers of material pretty quickly.
Wow. So 100 micron. That sounds pretty fast. That sounds really fast. Okay, so Josh, if people were interested in learning more about your instruments or other products you may have, where should they check out?
3dmicromac.com. People can contact me at josh@3dmma.com, and just ask me some more questions. I'll send you some information. We have plenty of applications notes, presentations, flyers, plenty of information that should be able to give the potential user an idea of what's possible.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Josh. This is Eric Miller at M&M 2022, and we'll see you on the next one.